'Tis the season that everything is on sale and consumers are buying. With all the gifting and holiday excitement, someone can easily find themselves over their normal budget. In this episode, we will talk about the holidays and tips to keep you out of the holiday trap. All right, let's get into the podcast. What's up, guys? It's your boy Ty, and I appreciate you guys coming to check me out on the podcast. We like to talk about money, finances, give money tips, and just keep each other on point as it pertains to personal finance. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy that likes to talk money, because I do believe the more we have these money talks and these conversations about money, budgeting, wealth, stocks, all of the above, the better we will all become, because we'll become more versed from just having conversations about the topics. And today I have my beautiful wife with me today. What's up, Bree?
What's going on, everybody?
And she's here with me, and we're going to be going over some simple holiday tips. And we found an article by Bank of America, and it's titled "How to Keep Your Holiday Spending on Budget." But before we get into that, if you guys like anything you hear on this, make sure you check out my Amazon store and check out some of the podcasting equipment that we use for this podcast. Of course, if you buy anything from the Amazon store, it will directly help the podcast, and I will get a kickback, but no cost to you. All right, before we get into it, Bree, what is your favorite part of the holidays?
I would say my favorite part of the holidays is just spending time with family. Usually holiday times is when most families are able to get together if they don't live close together. So I would say that's my favorite part, is just hanging out with the family, seeing people you don't get to see on a normal basis.
Yeah, me too. I agree. And I think that part is the part I love. For a long time, I kind of fell off on liking Christmas, especially Christmas, because a lot of times people like to go out there and spend money, and I was one of those that tried to please everyone and go buying gifts for this cousin, this sister, this brother, these kids. And when you get in the mix of that, sometimes it can seem a little unnecessary. So a lot of times the holidays can seem unnecessary if that's all you make it about, buying gifts for this person and that person. You have to actually, like Bree said, enjoy your family and remember to be grateful. That's really what the holiday is about. And like I said, me at one point, I was one of those that used to try to go out there and please everybody by buying. Everybody got to get a gift, right? And I think that a lot of times people need to understand that you don't have to get a gift for every single person. You don't have to go out there and expend your budget just to make people happy. I know a lot of people that do that. But before we get into it one more time, Bree, what would you say your favorite Christmas was?
My favorite Christmas? I don't have one that sticks out in my mind right off the top of my head. But I can say I enjoy Christmas now that I have my own kids versus Christmas is growing up. Yeah,
I agree. I was gonna say that too. If I can't really think of any Christmas that I had that it was, like you said, really sticks out. But I do like when we give into the kids, like not our son's first Christmas, but the second one, when you actually can see that they understand what they're getting, and he come down, I'm so excited, and you can actually see that excitement. That actually is a great feeling, and that's the giving, right? That is probably my favorite Christmas, the one we had my son's second Christmas.
Yeah. Christmas last year.
Yep. And my other son isn't old enough to know what's going on yet. So maybe when both of them get that, oh man, feeling, and you can see it on their face, that probably would be my favorite too. And a lot of times parents, I know, I grew up in a household like Christmas was big and you gotta get a lot of things for Christmas. But as a kid, you know, you're grateful for the things, but I saw my parent like going above and beyond, spending money that I knew we really didn't have. It was past our normal budget. You know, a lot of times people like to say Santa Claus bringing it. Santa Claus ain't bringing nobody no extra money. I know that. Shoot. So that's why I want to talk about this. A lot of times I feel like people fall into the trap of going in debt, spending money that they really don't have during the holiday times. So we're going to go over some tips now so you can keep yourself out of that holiday trap. So this is an article by Bank of America that we found, and the article was titled How to Keep Your Holiday Spending on Budget. And we're going to go down this list. First, number 1, value your relationships. Write down everyone you plan to give gifts to, from your nearest and dearest to your in-laws and the mail carrier. Mail carrier?
I'm not giving the mail carrier a gift. No.
I guess that's pretty nice. That's like Amazon. We need to get Amazon people a gift.
Yeah,
well, you can
put the snacks out for like the Amazon and FedEx delivery drivers, but I'm not getting the mailman a gift.
But baby, won't you just saying you can
tip your driver on
tip
Amazon?
The Amazon driver. How you do it again?
So you say, Alexa, thank my driver, and they'll give the Amazon delivery driver, and our Alexa just piped up to do it.
He talked too damn
they'll
much.
give your Amazon driver a $5 tip at no cost to you.
That's pretty dope. So make sure you guys are out there tipping your Amazon drivers. Then put a dollar figure to each name. Setting price limits help you keep your holiday budget on track. Yes, setting price limits. So if you are one that likes to go out and buy people things, make sure you set a price limit for each person. Because if you go down the list and get people what they actually want, guess what you about to be? Over budget, broke. You're gonna be broke, super broke. So make sure that you do that. If you got to get everybody, something. Me personally, I don't know about anybody else, the list goes like this: my mom, and then the people in my household. Is it most of the time? Most of the time, that's all I'm really reaching for, because I don't want to go above and beyond and spend money that I really don't have. Bree, you got anything on that one?
No, I agree. I just pretty much the same as kids, husband, mom, and that's about it. Because if you start getting everybody something, again, you're gonna be over budget and won't have any money to pay the bills at that point.
Yeah, and like I said, it's good to give, but just don't give what you don't have.
Exactly.
Number 2, Bree, you want to go that one?
Price check with your phone. Despite your best intentions, perfect gifts have a way of blowing your holiday budget. If you find a gift that's over your budget, use your phone to see if you can find it at a better price somewhere else. Many stores have price match policies if you find a better deal.
So I like
That's
that.
good. I just saw someone on Facebook saying how they were looking for a pair of booties for shoes, and they were like $100 on one website, and then they went to another website, it was like half off. So that was a good example of finding a better deal. Just using your phone, just a simple Google search.
And if you are looking for better deals, something I noticed, Amazon is awesome, right? We can find whatever we want on our phone and go straight to it. But I have seen that Amazon doesn't really have the best prices. And I noticed this just by looking at toys. Like, my son loves monster trucks. So Amazon, you look for any monster trucks, of course you're going to find it, right? But I bought a monster truck for like $15 to $20, a little small monster truck. And then I went in Walmart and the monster truck was like $7.99. So that convenience that you get from Amazon and the shipping and all that, those fees add up. It has to come from somewhere, right? So you paying a little bit more sometimes when you buy those things from Amazon. That's just something that I noticed. Let's go ahead to the next one. Number 3, be proactive. One of the surest ways to overspend is to wait until the last minute and buy all your gifts in a rush. Not only are you more likely to overspend, but it also makes an already stressful time of the year even more so. So of course you don't want to wait till the last minute to buy your gifts. If you wait for the last minute, you're gonna just buy on reaction, whatever you see, things like that.
Number 4, buy last year's electronics. For many people, the latest and greatest features aren't important. You're likely to save big by getting an older version of a device that was the latest and greatest just a few months ago.
Yeah, I agree with that. A lot of times people like to go buy the newest this and the newest that, but honestly, a lot of times the latest features aren't that appealing to go spend an extra $100 or $200 on whatever it is. At least that's what I think. Number 5, know the truth about Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Chances are you started hearing about doorbuster deals back in October, but studies have shown there isn't a huge difference in markdowns between one-day promotions such as Black Friday and Cyber Monday and regular holiday sales. Instead of focusing on event-style sales, look for deals every day. So I do know that a lot of times those Black Friday sales, they look appealing and they'll get people in the stores, but some of the deals aren't really big deals. They're just small markdowns, and a lot of times when I look at the deals, it lasts all year. It lasts to the rest of the year. So people go to rush to buy something on Black Friday, but it's a Christmas sale. It's a after Christmas sale. It's the end of the year sale. Whatever they buy, more likely it's gonna be on sale for the rest of the year because they trying to get rid of it.
I agree on that. It's like when I was looking for a new computer for Black Friday, it was pretty much the same price as it was the week before and the week after. So not much of a deal there, but people get caught up in the hype for the holidays.
Caught up in the hype.
Number 6, stay on top of your spending. Spend wisely by reviewing your account statements, paying your bills regularly, and using online banking to easily monitor your accounts. If you purchase using a credit card, use a card that offers cash back or other rewards is another smart holiday budgeting tip. Since you're going to spend the money anyway, you might as well get something, whether it's retail discounts or travel deals in return.
Definitely pay attention to how much you're spending. If you're out there just spending and not even counting how much you're spending, you got a problem.
I definitely, every time I hit purchase on Amazon, I'm going right back to the account. Like, okay, wait, how much did that leave us for the week?
Yeah, I know, right?
Before you know it, you can overdraft your account.
You can rack up quick.
Yeah,
quick.
Adds up quick.
Number 7, consider making gifts. This is a different one. Homemade presents are great ways to save money while creating something memorable. These gifts might not work for everyone on your list, but they're good options for some. Consider photos for grandparents or cookies for your kids' teachers. So that's a different one. Making gifts. And like I said, it might not work for everyone, but certain people would rather have memorable gifts opposed to you going to the store buying something that they're gonna use or they're not really gonna remember to the next year. So that is good, especially if you got young kids. If you got kids, they love making things, and it might be a project with the kids, actually making things for people. Something to think about.
All right. Number 8, save up for expensive presents. Putting money aside for big ticket items can prevent you from depleting your accounts or going into debt during the holidays.
Number 9, try to avoid shopping sprees. Retailers are really good at enticing people to buy. Everything from display placement to lighting and music is designed to trigger impulse purchases. Researchers have dubbed this the shopping momentum effect, noting we're more likely to keep spending once we've gotten started. You can counteract the phenomenon by sticking to your shopping list and leaving the store for a few minutes when you're tempted to make off-list purchases. So yeah, don't go on a shopping spree. You don't need to go in there and go crazy. This is a good tip to not be psyched out by the holiday cheer and the holiday excitement that the store might create. Bree, you got anything on there? I know you all about this psychology.
It's a good tip to stick to the list, because I find myself going in stores, and as soon as you get one or two things that's not on your list, you go off on a tangent, and next thing you know, you're $100 over budget. So I agree with that.
Stick to the script.
Number 10, factor in shipping. It's not unusual for an online item to appear cheaper than its in-store counterpart until you add in shipping costs. Take note of any delivery or service fees as well. Keep in mind, many retailers offer shipping coupons or free shipping days to attract customers. Do some research before you click buy.
Like we was talking about earlier, Amazon sometimes ain't got the best prices. So it's good to pay attention to all of that. So those were a few tips from Bank of America, and I think they were a lot of good tips for shoppers and just people that are going out there to buy gifts for the holidays. We can enjoy the holidays, but I don't want people going broke to enjoy the holidays. I don't want you to go out there and get a loan to enjoy the holidays. If you gotta get a loan, or you gotta borrow, or you gotta, pinch pennies to get whatever you're trying to get, maybe you need to leave it where it's at, and don't hurt yourself just because it's a holiday time and it's not really about spending money. Bree?
I agree. I think it's a lot of good tips, and if you don't take anything else away from it, just make a list, make a budget, and stick to it, and you should be okay.
All right, so make sure you guys enjoy your holidays, whatever you celebrate. Make sure you enjoy it, and make sure you watch that budget when you go out there and enjoy it. All right, happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Peace.